Nick, that was an end of season affair. I mean, it was a pretty dour game, which you come out the wrong side of.
Yeah, it was a dour game, mate. Not much happened. We've made a mistake again, like we've done all season. Give them a start, gives them confidence. You're looking for a reaction from us, like we just discussed. We had the one shot, we read his shot. Apart from that, it's all been sideways. If you see them training, looking to play forward, looking to play positive, they will do. Don't know if it's a fear factor at home. We just expect players to show a bit more passion, and unfortunately, we're not doing that for 90 minutes.
Yeah, no spark at all, was there, throughout the game, really? It was just very sedate.
It was sedate, yeah. It was as though you have the ball and we'll have the ball. I can't remember there actually being a tackle in the game, and that's disappointing. If you looked at them, they've had this 3 chances, Kelpel one good save, but they scored 2 goals. Then they was happy, they kept good shape off the ball, but instead of us, trying to suck them out, it was too easy for them. It was too easy to go sideways and backwards. And yeah, you can keep possession of the ball, but it's pointless keeping possession of the ball when you're chasing a game, and that's what's really disappointing. You want a leader. You want someone to be a leader out there, and take it to him, show a bit of pride. But unfortunately, we're just playing too safe.
Yeah, has that been a problem at times this year? There hasn't been enough passion.
It's a difficult one, passion. I think it's too safe. We said we signed a lot of academy boys, and they've got to learn, but if you looked at that midfield, they looked to play at times, but they wasn't frightened to turn it in behind us. They weren't frightened of spinning us. So is that an experience thing? You've got Furman in there, you've got Clive Smith in there, you've got Neil in there. Played in this league for a long, long time. They know how to win games, and that's what I'm looking at. I've said to the boys afterwards, we can't just be pretty and go from side to side. You've got to earn the right to play. So we might have to be tough. We might have to go in behind, stretch the game. Then they're back 5 sit off us. And then we can get on the ball and find pockets, but unfortunately it's all too predictable.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a disappointing end to the home campaign, isn't it?
It's been a disappointing home campaign, I think, this year. You want this to be a fortress, you want to give fans something to excited about. Again, we do all the training sessions, we do things around the box where you're running behind, and everyone wants it to feed. So really disappointed today because we've not worked their keeper. Their keeper was out as a new keeper in. And that's the story. We don't put enough balls in the box. We don't take chances. We don't gamble, and that's something I've got to work on.
Yeah, obviously, one more game left, but tough decisions to be made probably after that.
Yeah, it's time now. I've said a lot. I built that young squad. It started really well. I wanted to stay with that young squad. I believe in the young squad, but we're going to need some experience around it. Obviously we'll lose a few again, and then I've got decisions to see who's available, who we bring in, but we've got to strengthen. I was told early on, I think there are about 6 in the leading goal scorers, what I thought was a crazy stat, but we've let too many goals in. So we've discussed this all season. We're a soft touch at one end and we're not clinical at the other end. That's something we've got to start to address. Maybe a wingers, maybe a centre forward, and we'll take it from there.
No Callum, no Will for these last 2 games as well. Are they injury related?
Both injured. Yeah. Will got the knock in the final, so he missed Saturday. Callum's got the dead leg from Saturday, so he wasn't fit at all. Maybe tomorrow he might have played. And then we've got Scanners. If you look, we didn't really want to put Scanners on for the last 6-7 minutes. His hamstring's tight. And then we just lost Ao through concussion. So it's all hands to the deck for the last game, and hopefully we'll get a performance.
Yeah, need a strong finish of the season now, don't we, at Stockton?
Yeah, Stockton, we've been good on the road this year. Stockton will be fighting for their lives. It won't be an easy game. They'll want to come third in the league. They'll want the home tie. They've had a upset result today, you put it. They'll be disappointed today, and they'll be looking to bounce back. When on the road, we've had some good performances, so hopefully we can again.